In my last episode, I gave you 3 no or low-cost ways to start your leadership growth journey, but free resources can only take you so far. So today I'm covering 3 ways to invest in your leadership when you're ready to take it to the next level. And I'll tell you about the one I put off for years before I finally did it myself. Welcome back to Lead with More, character-driven leadership for today's leaders. If you haven't heard last week's episode on the 3 free ways to start your growth journey, go back and listen to that one first. I'll put it in the show notes. This episode builds on that. Today, we're going into the ways you can grow if you're willing to pay to take it to the next level. Now, the first way I want to talk about is to attend trainings, seminars, webinars, and workshops. But here's the thing I want to highlight. Don't think the training alone, like that 4-hour training, is everything you need. A workshop by itself doesn't change you. You've got to have some way of capturing what you're learning while you're in it, the same way I talked about with reading and podcasts in the last episode. Otherwise, you walk out of the room with a good feeling and nothing that actually sticks. You don't have to remember everything that was taught. It's possible that some of it doesn't apply to what you're dealing with. But make note of the things that do jump out and then decide what you're going to do with that new information. Knowledge without action doesn't grow your leadership. The second way I want to talk about is a paid mastermind or facilitated group of some sort. This is different from the free peer group I talked about in the last episode, and it's different than the trainings, seminars, and workshop I mentioned a moment ago. In a paid mastermind, there's an actual established curriculum, and there's a more rigid level of accountability built into it. It's a more two-way process, and you have to be more engaged than you would in a seminar. You're not just listening and comparing notes with friends. You're inside a structure that's designed to move you forward. You talk about how the things you're learning are applied to your specific situation. This is applied learning at its best, or maybe at its almost best. Which leads to this third way, actually hiring a coach. And I'll be honest with you, it took me a couple of years of hearing that message before I finally did it. I kept hearing that I should get a coach and I kept putting it off. But when I finally did it, I realized what a benefit it was to have somebody in my corner who could act as a sounding board, somebody who could help me sort out my thinking and provide another level of accountability that I didn't have on my own. It works really well when you couple coaching with paid training. Now, I want to be transparent about something here because I don't think this gets said enough. Hiring a coach isn't as simple as picking someone and paying them. The coach-client relationship has to be evaluated. You've got to find one that actually fits you. That's true for me too, even though I coach people myself. Not every coach is right for every leader, and it's worth taking the time to find the right fit rather than just hiring the first person you come across. I still maintain coaching relationships today. When I moved out of the corporate world and into this entrepreneurial world, I needed to keep some degree of formal coaching in my life to stay accountable to myself and to help me sort out ideas and bounce things around. It's been a genuinely good relationship for me, and I wholeheartedly advocate for it. So, trainings and workshops, paid masterminds, and coaching. 3 ways to invest in your growth once you're ready to go beyond what the free resources can give you. None of these replace the ways I talked about in the last episode. They really build on them. Investing in yourself isn't about buying your way to better leadership. It's about being intentional with where you put your time and your money once you're ready to go further. Character-driven leadership growth never stops. The best leaders are always growing and learning. I encourage you to pick one way and just start doing it. And I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. I really appreciate your support. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with another leader who could benefit from it. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Until next time, keep leading with more.